welcome to the Indie Author Life Show. My name is MG Hunt, and today I'm here with someone who is many things: an author of many genres, a baker, an elaborate theme party planner, and a ghost hunter. So welcome to the show, Madeline Nixon. Thank you so much. Hello. Hi. Oh, of course. No, thank you so much for jumping on last minute too. Because I just said that call out and you were the first to pop up. So I was like, oh, thank you so much. You have saved my skin. So if we are ready to get into a few questions about yourself, I'm ready. So So can you tell us a little bit about your background and where you grew up?
So I'm from Canada, which is a far cry from Australia. Though, here we kind of have similar sort of cultures, I guess, but we're just like upside down from each other.
So true. So true.
I'm from Ontario, just outside Toronto. That's probably the biggest landmark that people would know.
Yeah.
I've grown up here all my life, and I pretty much spent my whole life writing. My mom was a writer, my sister's a writer.
Wow.
Everyone was kind of just writing in my family.
It runs in the family.
Yep.
Awesome.
I think it does with like a lot of people as well. I didn't really take it seriously as like a career until I was about 14, which I feel like is young.
It's anyway, young.
But like, I didn't really think about it until then. I had a teacher in grade 9 who read a short story I wrote, and she's like, you could do something with this.
Wow.
And kind of just went from there.
That's amazing.
I thanked her in my first book because it was just like a moment that was like, okay, you kind of just like paused my whole career path here. So thank you.
Wow.
That's what I studied in university as well. And that's how I released my first book, because I studied professional writing, and the final course you could take of the degree was called Making a Book. And you wrote and edited and did all the formatting, everything. You made a book.
Wow, that's amazing. I think that would be super relevant if people wanted to get into the industry by having a degree like that could teach you all the ins and outs of essentially self-publishing. And gives you a lot of good information to take that into your own professional practice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think we have something similar. There are degrees in creative writing here in Australia, but I'm not really sure if there's a whole bachelor's degree in that.
Which was like there's creative writing programs at other universities, I believe. I think there's also one. I went to the University of Toronto, and I think they also have a creative writing program. But this one's like specifically professional writing. Yeah. So it's about like copywriting, copy editing, marketing, like all the stuff that comes with what you need to do if you want to be like a journalist or like write for a magazine or write for like advertising. All those different sections. So it's a really cool program.
That's an excellent program. I think a lot of people would like to do that in the writing space. Yes, because there are journalism degrees here, but it doesn't seem to maybe lend itself. I could be wrong, but they don't really lend themselves to like the creative writing aspect. But it sounds like you were able to do not just, I guess, non-fiction journalistic writing. You did like fiction.
The program's mostly like non-fiction writing, so we do creative non-fiction. So it's like stories about your life.
I love
instead
that.
of I'm coming up with a whole narrative that's non-fiction.
But it's given you a lot of professional insight into the world of publishing, because was it sort of like a dream of yours to be a writer full stop from when you were 14?
Yeah, definitely when I was a teenager. It's just like, okay, I'm getting published somehow. And
And you have,
How it happened.
and it's how it happened. So that dream started when you were so young and you are living it.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. I think that a lot of people do have ideas where they want to write and they want to write a book, but actually doing it is a whole,
Doing it is a whole different.
oh my goodness, it is a hard, it's hard. It's hard, full stop. It's
Yeah.
rewarding,
Yeah.
but it's extremely hard. So when you think about how writing fits into your daily routine and things like that, what does a day in the life of Madeline look like? The author or the person?
I feel like a day in my life is pretty boring. And
That's
it's a
just
lot
reality.
of, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of time spent at the computer,
Yeah.
just kind of doing like actual work things and then writing the books on the side.
Yeah. A lot of
And
admin.
yeah, that's kind of like the average day where you're just like you're sitting there, you're doing the things, and then you'll eat lunch in between, you'll eat dinner, you'll hang out with family.
I'm glad you've got a good balance between things though. It's not just all writing or putting it off to the side until the last minute or things like that. So I
I
think you've got
try
a good
not
balance.
to be last minute.
Yes, yes. Do you set goals for yourself with your writing projects?
Um, I guess in a way, I mean, I have like word count goals,
Yep.
but I feel like that's as far as I take it. Sometimes
Mhm.
I'm like, I want to have this finished by
Yeah.
this month.
Yep.
But if that doesn't happen, then I mean, I'm not going to punish myself for it or
Yeah.
anything. But
I think that's healthy. That's a
yeah,
good approach to it.
yeah,
I don't think you want to force yourself to
no,
get things out. I think
yeah,
that can stifle creativity if you do
exactly.
force yourself. I mean, though I kind of go back and forth between it because with my current project that I'm writing, my current manuscript, I have given myself a bit of a deadline
Yeah,
only because I am quite slow with writing.
yeah. No, that's what I've told myself with what I'm currently writing as well. I'm like, I want to have this done by the end of this month because I've been writing it since June.
Yep, no problem
And
with that.
I took this big break in August when I went on vacation. I was like, okay,
Oh,
fine. It's fine. I don't have to write right now. And now I'm just like, okay, can I finish it? I have like 2 weeks left of September.
oh, is it going to happen? I think it will happen. I think it
I'm
will
gonna
happen.
try.
Yeah, you're going to try. You're going to
Try.
absolutely try. What's the date today? Well, 20th of September here. So you've got 2 weeks to go until the end of September.
I think
I
it's a
reckon.
little less, but yeah.
Oh, you know what? We'll just see how you go. If it goes into no into October, doesn't matter. It's all
Yeah.
good. So that's exciting.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow. I think that's the best way to do it. I know there's the plotter versus pantser debate with different
Yeah.
approaches. Do you
I'm
see?
not that go with the flow. I do need a plan.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think that's
Yeah.
fair. I'm like that too. I think I need a little bit of an ending in
Yeah.
sight,
Yeah.
but how we
I've
get
never
there.
fully pantsed something.
Yep.
I always need like a little bit, like, okay, I know where it starts, I know where it ends.
Yep. Yep.
I can figure out the middle, but like,
Yeah. The middle part's hard.
yeah, oh yeah, always.
Because there's so many ways. I don't know whether you're the same, but you have an idea for the start, and then there's
Yeah.
a crucial part of the
Conflict.
yes, the conflict and the end in a way. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be fleshed out, but it's how to get there seems to be the part where it can go
Because you can just take so many different
twists.
pathways. Yeah, and twists, and it's just like, what one do I want to take?
Yes, and you never know how there's going to be for example, in the manuscript that I'm writing, there's a particular scene where a character's found a note from a missing person, and I haven't quite worked out why they've gone missing or where they've ended up. And there's so many different ways I could go. It's
Yeah.
like, have they been kidnapped or did they decide to leave? It's like, I don't know how I'm going to figure that one out. That's I've got to stick to my plan and my deadline there. So that's
Yeah.
when the
I'm writing a small town romance right now.
Ooh.
And I was trying to figure out the conflicts at the end. The not quite a third act breakup, but like the third act, the fight, the big thing.
Is it?
And I've changed it like 3 times. I
Oh.
don't normally do that, but it's just like as I've written the front half, I've been like, okay, they wouldn't do this. Like this doesn't make sense to them anymore. So I've changed that 3 times.
Yeah, yeah. And how does that make you? Oh, that's it. I mean, like, how do you get to that point where you realize that that's something a character would do versus wouldn't do? I can imagine that's a hard thing to wrap your head around.
No.
It's a feeling?
Yeah, it's just like a feeling.
Yeah.
I can't quite explain it because it's just like at a certain point you've written so much about these people that you're like, okay, I know you.
Yes.
And I don't know if you would do what I originally thought you would do because you're a little different now that I've been writing so far.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just a feeling.
It's a gut feeling, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. You kind of go, would I, if that was that person, expect that person to do that? But then sometimes if characters do something, because I feel like sometimes they have a mind of their own.
They do. Yep.
And if they go ahead and do something, okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's very exciting that your current project is a small town romance. I would like to get into that. Yeah, yeah. I think
it's a very exciting little project. I can't say too much about it because it actually involves a few other people, but
that's so cool.
I am very excited about it, and I will tell so much about it in the spring.
Okay. All right. We'll put a pin in that.
Which is we're opposite seasons.
So. Yeah, I know we are. So I
like April.
Yes, I was going to say.
I will talk about it. Yes.
Geez, you're good for remembering that. I was like, oh, spring. That's now for me.
I was like, wait, no, it's fall. Oh, shoot.
Oh, I know, right? I know. Gosh, it's hard with the opposite season. So we're looking at April 2026 for this release.
For announcing everything.
For announcing.
And then probably like June-ish.
Okay. So that would be winter for us and then summer for you guys. So exciting. So with the small town romance, is it set in an area that you're familiar with that makes sense?
Yeah. It's a fictional small town in Ontario.
Ooh.
And it's actually near where I am right now for the wedding.
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah. So it draws heavily on some references of areas that you're
there's some references to like, oh, I went to Guelph, which is where around where it's supposed to be. Like we went half an hour away to this town
and that town. So yeah. And is it a romance book? Yes, you did say that. Yeah. Is it like a cozy one or what kind of
I think it's cozy. It's not too bad.
Yeah, nothing too dark.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that as well, if that's your vibe too.
Not at all. No. That's fun too.
Yes, exactly. No, I don't mind delving into all kinds of different facets of romance, but if you could give us maybe one trope that is relevant to your current manuscript, would there be something you could share, or is it all super secret?
It's kind of like the Taylor Swift song, but Daddy, I Love Him.
There we go. Okay, that's going to give people a pretty good indication. So go look up the lyrics to the particular Taylor Swift song, but Daddy, I Love Him, and then maybe you'll be able to see what
it's like a good girl, bad boy kind of vibe.
Yeah, love that. I think those are super popular, and I think I think everyone really appreciates those kind of romance books. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see what happens. So we're looking at next year. I'll make sure I
Yes.
remember that. Not spring now for us Aussies. Northern
The
Hemisphere
other
spring.
spring.
Exactly, exactly. So thank you for letting us know about that. So I have another question for you about your writing process. I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit about what you think is the hardest part of writing versus the most enjoyable part of writing. It's hard, isn't it?
I feel like the hardest part is just kind of like powering through all of it. Because I feel like you get to a point where you're at the middle and you're like, okay, I want to move on to something else.
Yeah,
And
it's hard for
you got to
motivation.
keep going. You got to keep doing that.
Well, yeah, you have to. I mean, look, a lot of people, I wouldn't be surprised if people give up at that point.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. I've heard that's very common. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of advice against like, or like to help you get past the point where you're like, oh, I want to move on to the shinier idea.
Yes. Yeah.
So I feel like it is a common thing that people get stuck on and a lot of people don't get past.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there is kind of like that temptation where you have an idea in your head and for a new story, and the excitement of it propels you to start it. But then when you realize that sometimes it feels like it's not as fun sometimes when you get into the process of it. Not like it's not enjoyable and satisfying, but there is a certain joy of just thinking about it versus actually doing it.
Yeah. It's fun to just like jot down all your little ideas, like, oh, this is a good little piece of something. Like, and then you have to go put it all together.
That's right. Then you actually have to do it and you go, oh, I have to do this thing now. Oh my gosh. So is there a part that you very much enjoy about writing?
I really like writing dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been told that I'm good at doing that. People like my banter.
Oh, I like that.
Which it's just so fun to write like two people
Yes.
sparring with each other.
Yeah, it's great. I think that that's where conflict also lends itself to being, I guess, clear and exciting. But also, it's exciting to see the two characters develop a connection with each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
The banter. Yeah, no, I like that a lot. I think that personally, dialogue for me is something that I struggle with. I don't know why. I think that maybe because of the genre that I write in, which is fantasy, I do.
Fantasy's heavier, like, I need to set the world and the stage.
I like setting the stage. I like being descriptive with environments. But when it comes,
it's the fun part with fantasy.
It is. It is.
World building. Do whatever you want. Like,
oh, yes, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. I really enjoy that. Things don't necessarily have to align to the rules of physics or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You can just do whatever you want in that way. But when it comes to dialogue, I think where I struggle is kind of marrying up how a character would speak or react in a certain situation.
Yeah.
In ways that perhaps like it's hard to express because there would be a way that I myself in the modern world would react and say something, but that's not the world that they live in.
That's like I have not really thought about that because I haven't really
into fantasy.
I haven't gone that far
into fantasy. I don't know. Would you? Yeah.
With dialogue, it would be like, would they speak this way?
I find it hard. I find it really hard. And I think I just have to I have to take a leaf out of your book, so to say, where let the characters
just go.
Let them go.
Let them do their thing.
Let them say it. I will get there. And I will.
Yeah.
Like, I've done it once before. I'm always learning, and you'll just have to give me some tips for dialogue because it sounds like you're a bit of an expert in that area.
I just like to talk, I guess.
Yep, no problem with that. I like that as well. So, no, but I think that dialogue is really important for romance novels, contemporary
Oh
romance.
yeah.
Yeah, because it really does set the scene for what's going to happen next, and it does drive the plot in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Setting's great too, but yeah, dialogue's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, I feel like because a lot of romance relies on like the communication, like miscommunication. So it is a lot of like talk, 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 talk.
Yes, that's right. Talk, not understand, not talk. The tension of not talking.
Yes. Oh, the tension of not talking.
Yes. Oh, that person didn't tell me that they were doing. Why did they do that? And the assumptions that
You're in your
snowball.
head. Oh my gosh.
Uh, and that is just, I mean, typical of relationships in the outside world as
Always.
well. We're always overthinking. Oh, did that person mean that when they sent me that text message? And oh, they said that they were going to do this, but then on social media, I can see that. It's hard dating in the modern world as well, but
Always.
it's hard. But I would like to get into your books, if that's all right with you, because you have a few different genres.
I do.
Yeah.
I have an interesting little path.
You certainly have. And in the research that I've done, you've got your romance novels, if I'm referring to Goodreads in particular.
Yeah.
You've got the romance novels.
Yep.
You have some paranormal
stories. Yep.
Stories. I love that. I'm a bit of a fiend for spooky stories.
Yes, me too.
Oh, yes. So was it your first release?
My first book was the collection of ghost stories.
Yes.
That's what I wrote in university as part of that last course.
Cool.
And it had to be creative nonfiction, so everything in there is a true story that happened to me. So I have a bunch of ghost stories.
Wow. Are you someone that is in tune with like the spirit world and things like that?
I want to say yes. I feel like I could be more in tune, but I've had too many stories to say so.
Oh my, that is so amazing. So your first release was Feathers, is that right?
Yes, Feathers.
Yes. Yeah. And do you have a story from that collection that you feel is the most compelling or spooky?
Hard
to pick.
The one that I say is the most spooky because it still freaks me out to this day is I lived in a haunted house when I was growing up.
What?
And we moved out when I was like, I think I was like 12.
Yep.
But just before we moved out, there were some like really weird things that were happening. I had a phone in my room that it wasn't plugged in, it wasn't hooked up, it was just in my room. And I was going to sleep one night and I looked across the room where the phone was and the phone was lit up. And I was like, I like closed my eyes and really think anything about it. And then I opened my eyes and was like, this shouldn't be lit up. Like it's not plugged in. Like, why is it lit up? Yeah. And then later, also in that room, we were packing up to move, and I was packing up my books and sitting by my closet doing that, and I heard something move in my closet. And No, like I still can't deal with that.
No, I've got goosebumps. That is frightening. That is like exciting at the same time. But
yeah, for sure. It made for a good story.
That's right. It makes for an excellent collection of stories because it seems like you have a link to the spirit world, which I'm very much in tune. Well, as in not personally, like I don't see spirits or things like that, but I totally believe people that do. I just think that how can you not
I feel like
deny
there's
it.
too many stories.
Yes.
And like whenever I talk about this and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I have this ghost story collection, are real stories. Um, Usually people are like, oh yeah, I had this thing that happened to me. And it's like there's just too many
Yeah.
coincidences
Too
for
many
it to be
coincidences.
nothing. For
Absolutely.
everyone's story to have been nothing.
I just
I,
think there's too much out there
yeah,
to
yeah,
deny that
exactly.
there's other, like another universe, parallel
Yeah.
universe, ghosts and
So,
things like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I believe in aliens because
Yeah.
it's just like it's too vast not
Me too.
to believe that there's probably something else out there.
Oh, absolutely. There's got to be. I'm convinced, and I'm more than happy to, be found by aliens or have connection to them. I don't mind. It's just like, but there's different theories, aren't there, about
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah, the
everyone's got
aliens.
some sort of theory.
Oh, that's right. Well, there was the one where, is it dark forest theory or something like that?
What is that?
I think I could be remembering the name of it, but it's the idea that we are existing in the universe, as in planet Earth and our solar system, in this dark forest where the other people know about us, the other aliens know about us, but they don't want to
But
connect
they're
with
just
us.
like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, because they're like, oh God,
no,
they're
we don't
so,
like you guys.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's called dark forest theory, but it is freaky. And then there's another
I
theory
can
that,
get behind that.
yeah, right. I believe that, but there's another one where I think like some like scientists are kind of backing as well, is that there are different tiers or levels of civilizations out there that are like
Okay.
ultra super modern that our human brains can't wrap our heads around, but
Ooh,
they
okay.
are like super, super civilizations that don't want anything to do with us because we are nowhere near as advanced. So we're just a little
Common
speck.
denominator is they just don't want anything to do with
I
us.
mean, look, I don't blame
Blame
them.
them. It's okay.
I don't blame them. We've got a lot of work to
It's a
do.
lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now in our year of 2025. But
Oh,
anyway, with the ghosts, I'm very much totally on board with that.
yeah.
I'm meeting my mum after this to go to a book market, and she loves ghost stories because she's had experiences with
Ooh,
paranormal activity as well. She kind of lived in a house that had, yeah, like they believed it was a ghost in their house that would shut the
yeah.
door certain times.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay,
she's
yeah.
same as you.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
You lived in a haunted house. That's
Yes,
incredible. And so you said you had a sister as well.
I do. Yeah.
And does your sister
My
anything?
sister
Yeah.
doesn't believe as much. She
Shame.
hasn't really had many things happen.
Okay.
So
It's you.
it's kind of just me. But it's also my dad and it's also my mom and like my aunt's like really into astrology.
Oh, I love
My
that.
grandma would predict when people would die and like when they moved around a lot. So she knew before my grandpa would tell her that they were moving.
Oh, that is
Yeah, no,
wild.
there's just like a lot within the family.
That's
So of
really
course I would.
interesting. I do love astrology as well, and I know that if you are a
Yeah,
Pisces, I think you tend to be more in tune with the spirit world or
yeah.
something like that.
I think yeah, it's a water sign, so I feel like
Yes. Are you a water
that
sign yourself?
I'm a fire sign. I'm a
Oh,
Leo.
so Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, is that right?
Yes. It's
So,
3 or 4.
oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But the other two are right. I'm a
Okay.
Leo. I just had my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. That's so
Thank you.
exciting. A Leo, I love it. Love Leos. So there you go. Oh, that's so cool. I think that that's really interesting that there's a family connection
Yeah.
as well to the spirit world. So you also released your current Well, as far as you can correct me if I'm wrong, but your latest release was Robins, is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
And
that
it's,
was last week actually.
oh, congratulations to the release of Robins. That's
Yeah,
so
that's
exciting.
the second ghost story collection because I
Yeah,
had more.
more. And so are they based on your own experiences or do
Yeah,
they?
yeah. They're
Yeah.
it's a continuation of feathers.
And did you feel like it was something that you needed to get out for yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like my ghost story collections are more kind of like passion projects on the side. Like I have I don't want to say more serious books, but
I know. I get
I
what you
have
mean.
my fiction and then I have like, here, I need you to, I just need my ghost stories to be out in the world.
I love that. I think that that really shows your passion for
Yeah,
writing. It's just like I'm going to do this because it feels right and I
yeah,
need to get it out
yeah,
there.
that's basically it.
I love it. People love that stuff. And I
Mhm,
think that's why, yeah, as you said, that people have had a lot of connections to
mhm,
ghost
yeah,
stories.
yeah,
So
that they always do very well when I'm at in-person events. Because it's just like,
interesting.
oh, ghost stories. Yeah, I had this happen to me. Tell me everything.
Tell me everything. Do you think maybe you could write, or it's on maybe the books for you to write a collection of paranormal stories you've heard from other people?
That would be interesting. I have
Mm.
thought about that.
Yeah.
I like right after I published Feathers, I was asking people for their stories, but it was just like I had a much smaller circle then, so it didn't kind of pan out.
Mm.
But maybe I can do
Maybe.
that now.
I like that. So we were talking about feathers and then we were talking about your latest released Robins. So that was a nice break, maybe from the quote unquote serious romance writing. But before we get into the romance stuff, I wanted to chat a little bit about your other professional writing, which is
Okay.
educational writing. Is that right?
Yes.
So, how do you approach that?
So that is because my day job is editing, and I've worked with a bunch of kids publishers. And whenever there hasn't been a writer on hand, they're just like, here, can you do this? So
Awesome.
I have a series about sharks.
Yep.
I have a series about health in Canada
Yep.
for children. And I have a
Nice.
series about natural disasters.
Oh, that's super cool. And do you get to do the research yourself for those books, or do you have other people that collaborate?
That's me. I did the
Ah.
research for them. Yes.
So, have you learnt a lot about sharks?
Oh yeah, I have a lot of fun facts about sharks.
Oh, that's cool. So scary, but they're so wonderful as well. I think that that's so cool that you got to
Yeah,
write about
I
them.
really like mako sharks.
Oh, well, so
Based on
oh
this
yeah,
the series that I did.
oh that's so cool. There you
I
go.
just learned to like them. They're just like cute little sharks. They're really fast.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Jeez, like the ocean itself is pretty interesting with so many
There's
different things.
thing where
So much there.
okay.
Maybe you never know. There could be like you'll be researching something for your day job with editing, and then you'll go, oh, maybe that would make a good story. A
Oh
sh-
yeah. Yeah. Yes. Just for those like little one-off sentences where you like research something for 20 minutes and you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Noted.
That's in my back pocket.
A shark romance.
Oh God.
Well, you never
You know
know.
what? I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
You never know. It could be like, oh, there's two people working at like a conservation, I don't know, marine conservation park.
Okay, that's better than what I was thinking. I was thinking like actual like monster romance. I'm gonna get with the shark.
Hey, you know what? I'm sure there's a market for that out
Yeah,
there.
I'm sure there is.
Love it, love it. Oh well, if it's not you writing it, then someone else will be writing.
Yes.
But that's
Maybe
really cool.
maybe
Yeah,
someday.
maybe someday explore it
Put
just
all
for
my
fun.
shark knowledge to work.
That's right. I mean, you've got like a little pseudo diploma in marine biology now. But that's really cool that you get to write in your day job as well as a passion outside
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I write a lot of captions as well. On
yes, a lot of
photos.
it. A
Yeah.
lot of it. Yeah. It's very similar in some ways to the day job that I have. Well, look, I don't do the writing, but my day job is a graphic designer. And oh, yeah, I love it. I think that
Do you do your own covers?
I do. I
Okay.
do. So
I'm like,
that is,
I
yeah.
cannot do that. And I'm just like, I would be so powerful if I could make my own covers.
Listen, you say that, but at the same time, it is kind of a lot of pressure in some ways.
Fair. Yeah.
Yes, there is that sort of what's an example? I mean, I don't know whether you're familiar with the ones that I've got here, but this one is Still Waters Run Deep, which is, yeah, so that's my debut novel, but it did take a bit of time to get right because I was kind of quite nervous to go,
Yeah. No, that's
caption it.
fair.
But
It
I'd
would be
say
a lot of responsibility.
yes, because it's like, well, this is me, and it's like, well, am I going to offload the work to
Yeah.
someone else? I mean, I love doing it, so that's fine. But the covers I've seen for your romance novels in particular are amazing. They're so
Thank
cool. I love
Yes. Oh, they're
them.
so good.
Yes, especially the was it the emergency? Oh gosh,
Emergency lullabies.
emergency.
There's that one. Not
That's so cool.
actually. And last Christmas, I love Spelled Us Apart.
Ah, yes, that is super cute. I love that cover. I'm a bit of a
Yes.
cover fanatic. I very much
Yes.
appreciate a good cover.
That
So,
one's a fun one.
yeah.
I mean, I love all of them.
They're all great.
Equally.
Exactly. Yeah, we love them all. Yeah.
But yeah, Last Christmas is newish.
Yes.
I did like Christmas in July for that. And the cover for that is so gorgeous.
It is. I'll bring it up on my screen as well. So I'll make sure I put this in the video format of it. But I'm just on my other screen looking at Goodreads on here, just waiting for it to load.
It's just like the perfect combination of witchy and Christmas.
Exactly. Witchy. And the witchy elements are there's a full moon on the top part of the book. I can see.
Full moon.
Yep.
I don't have it in front of me. I think
that's okay.
Some like lavender.
Yes, lavender.
Like a love spell vial.
There
I think candles as well. Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now, and it is so gorgeous, especially the purple in the background.
Yes.
And it's
a little like swirly thing.
Yes, it's very witchy. This is like for me my favorite kind of time of the year where it goes from October to I know we're not in October yet, but almost the Halloween part. Yeah, the Halloween part into Christmas. I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan. I don't know if you're familiar with
That's like the combination of both of them, both Halloween and Christmas.
Exactly. I would live right there in Halloween Town if I could to go over to
That would
Christmas.
be fun, yeah.
I love that. So this is something I have to get into this book, Madeline. I think I definitely have to because the cover
almost the season for it.
That's right. And even though here in Australia it is a hot Christmas.
Yes. Christmas, yeah.
We usually sometimes I think the coldest Christmas we've had here was about 19 degrees.
Oh,
still not. I don't
think I've had a Christmas that warm.
No, I don't think so. No, I think that it would be certainly probably in the minus temperatures for you guys.
I think we have it around like zero, like 2, 3 around then. Not quite like January cold.
Yes. January does get when it's when the temperatures go like super opposite. So it's negative. Like it gets into the 40s down here in Melbourne, even though we're pretty low down in geography for the whole of Australia, it still gets pretty hot. But anyway, that's fine. With Last Christmas, I love Spelled Us Apart. Does that take reference from The Last Christmas.
It does, yes.
Yes, the song.
I
Yeah.
thought I was being very clever with that.
I think it's great. I think
I
it's
went for it.
yes. And do you think you might write other holiday themed books in the future?
I think so.
Ooh.
I grew up in a very Christmas family.
Yep.
My dad is absolutely obsessed with Christmas. He has like 17 Christmas trees.
So
I think it might be 18.
wow. He just
So yeah,
loves it.
there's a lot
Yep.
going on. So it's just like in me.
Yep. Yep. I love that. Some
So
people
this one
love it.
felt right. I kind of want to do like I've seen this a lot. Like there are Advent books lately where you like read a chapter a
Each.
day until Christmas. I don't
Oh,
want
that's
to tackle that
beautiful.
because
I
that
think
just it seems really cool.
I love that. I actually have never heard of that before. That's
They're
amazing.
very recent. I just saw it last year.
Yeah.
Like someone did it last year. And then I saw another one that's coming up this year. And like, okay, these seem like they're getting popular and that's fun.
Yes, it also gives you maybe like a limit too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause it has to be, the story has to kind of be done in
In the 25.
25 chapters. That's so fun. I think you should definitely do something like that. It would
Yeah.
be cool if there was a way. I don't know whether this is possible with printing, but you know how sometimes magazines would have like a sealed edge?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, the ones that I've seen, they're traditionally published, so they have different printers and they can do whatever they want. So they are actually wrapped up and you just like peel it each day.
that
I have no idea how I would do that, but super cool.
do some research, just like how I asked you in a message about where you got your cutout figures from.
My little bookmarks.
Your bookmarks, that's right, the bookmarks.
My book boyfriend bookmarks.
Your book boyfriend bookmarks. So the community can help you if you reach out and ask, hey, how did you get that printed?
Yeah.
You never know. I think that would be.
Oh, yeah. No, everyone's like very helpful whenever. I mean, I'm not going to say everyone because there are some people that are like, no, I'm not going to say.
Yeah, there
Mostly, everyone that I've talked to has been like, oh, yeah, no, it's just here. Go ask this person. Like, this is what I did.
Yeah.
So it's a great little community to
It
ask.
certainly is. That's something that I have found as well. I have only been really in this community for maybe 2 years now, and I have found so much joy in it.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, there's the outlier of people that might not be so interested or that's their own thing.
Yeah. And that's their right. That's fine.
That's fine. We're not going to worry about that. But the majority of people are so helpful.
I mean, if anyone has any questions that I know, I will freely tell them. Go for it. You can ask me.
Thank you. Now you put that out there, there's going to be people coming, oh, Madeline.
I know a lot of like the Canadian stuff. You Google it and it all comes up with like American stuff. I know the Canadian side of it. So if you're in Canada, I gotcha.
That's right. Exactly. And I think that's really important too, to have a strong geographical base and knowledge around certain parts. And I think one of the challenges here in Australia personally is finding distribution or printers that are local, because
I've heard the printing is difficult.
It can be. Yeah. It can be. One example is, and I'm not sure whether this is the same in Canada, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm talking about Amazon with hardcover printing. I believe it's not available. There are no services from Amazon in Australia to get hardcover books printed. So if you do want a hardcover book through Amazon, it gets printed overseas, and I'm not sure which country, but the price is just astronomical for it. I don't know whether that's the same in Canada.
They do not have the hardcover printers. They come from the US.
The US, that's where it's from. Yeah. So that's really frustrating sometimes because I just don't know why they can't.
Because it costs more to ship it to you.
Yeah, that's another thing right
Yeah.
now, I think. So,
I haven't really tackled the hardcover thing yet, just because I've heard from other
yes.
people that it's difficult.
Yep.
And I'm like, most people don't really read romance hardbacks.
No,
They like the floppy ones, so I'm okay.
I think so. I don't think I would worry too much about getting a hardcover book. I think that maybe the appeal of it is if people really preferred having a hardcover to sit up and, I don't know,
Yeah.
for accessibility and things like that. Um, that's an option for people, but
Yeah.
the cost is just so icky.
So much.
It's
I've
just
had some friends do special editions in hardbacks, but other
Yeah.
than that, it seems to be more common to just have the paperback.
people are happy with that, I think.
Yeah.
People are more than
And the
happy.
ebook.
Of course, of course. Are you a big fan of ebooks yourself?
I like, but I feel like I like paperbacks the most just because I like to hold them and I like to smell them.
Yep, yep. I love that too.
But ebooks are very easy.
Yes.
And that's what I tend to read more like when I'm in bed, when I'm traveling, just
Yeah.
because it's so much easier to just travel with,
Yeah.
a Kindle or an
A Kindle.
iPad or a tablet or Kobo, whatever you
Or
read
even
on.
like phone.
Yeah.
I-
Oh, yeah. No, I read on my phone. I have the Kindle app. I'm like,
Yep. Yeah,
I got some time.
that's right. I'll just be lying on the side of and on like just on the side of my bed, just reading,
Yeah.
reading. And I think
Just
that
because it's easy.
it's easy. That's right. You just pick it up and you just go, yeah. But the hard part about my phone is that I'll get distracted and I'll go, oh, let's check on social
Yes.
media.
Yeah. I
That's
know
what
that feeling.
paperback is better for that because it takes you out of the world of social
Yeah.
media just for a little bit because it can be a lot.
Always, yeah.
So much stuff. But I was going to ask you a little bit more about your romance novels. And I was wondering if you had any sort of um, opinion about a character or a couple in your romance novels that has shown maybe the most growth or exciting changes, in your opinion.
Oh, okay.
Totally your thoughts. Totally whatever you want to say.
I I feel like the story with the most growth is probably Not Actually.
Mhm.
And it's a brother's best friend romance. And those ones are always good.
They're good.
It follows Zoe, who's just lost her job, her apartment, and her boyfriend all in the same week. She moves in with her brother,
Wow.
and her brother's best friend is around, and she's kind of been in love with him. She's like 16. And all that stuff.
Interesting.
But yeah, there's like there's a lot of character growth in that one because she is just like rock bottom at the very beginning, and she has like some anxiety issues. Her mom favors the brother. So there's a lot going on, and it's just like her journey throughout the book is probably my favorite that I've written so far.
Yeah.
And people seem to resonate with that. So I'm glad I did it right.
I think that sounds amazing. I'll have to check out that one too, because there is something kind of freeing sometimes, even though it's devastating when characters lose everything.
Yeah.
Like I think about, the movie, if you've seen it, Bridesmaids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where the
It's just steady
decline and it can't get worse and then it gets worse and you're like, oh God. But there is something freeing about or liberating about being in that spot. You're like, I've got nothing to lose.
And then you
just go for it. What can happen next? Let's just see. Yeah. I think that's really relatable to in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I think it's nice to read like that and have that hope that there's rock bottom and then you go up again.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose, so you have hope and it winds up okay.
That's right. That's right. I think that that's great. I think
Mhm.
those stories are very exciting. And I think you want to see characters win. You want to
Yeah.
see
Oh
them
yeah.
be happy. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a really cool example of growth there. I love to
Yeah.
hear it. Very good. So, looking ahead for your future projects, you have already talked about the one that's coming out maybe next year in June
Yeah.
2026. Yes. Is
Yes.
there anything else in your publishing schedule?
I wrote a mystery years and years ago, and
Yeah.
it's just been kind of sitting for a long time.
Oh,
And that's my next project that I want to tackle.
awesome.
I want to go through it all. I want to maybe redo a little bit. There are pieces where I'm like, hey, I know I want to go in here and make this better. um,
Nice.
and yeah, no, that's definitely on the docket for next year.
Awesome. That's so exciting. So, is it going to be purely mystery or will there be other elements?
It's a paranormal mystery.
Oh, okay.
And there is a romantic element as well.
Oh, I love
So
that.
it's a girl who finds out that she can see dead people, and she's in university, so it's a new adult sort of
Yep.
book.
Mhm.
And she sees the ghost in her residence hall and finds out that the story that everyone knows about this ghost isn't actually true and they were murdered. So she solves that murder.
Awesome. That is so cool. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Yep. Love that. You have to get that out. I'm going to be
Yes.
there for that one.
Yeah. No, I've been excited about that for a long time. It
Yes.
just hasn't been its time yet.
Oh,
But I think it is now.
I think you are really doing a lot in the
I am.
writing space. So there's no pressure to get this book out, but kind of because I want to read it. Got to
Yeah.
give it.
It's like a quirky little thing. Yeah.
Love it. That is so exciting. And do you think so? Is it going to be set in like the modern contemporary
Yeah.
timeline?
It's
Yeah.
modern. It's set in Nova Scotia, actually. It's at Dalhousie.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a bunch of ghost stories there. And I was looking it up and I was like, hey, this one's interesting. I wanna
Yes.
explore that.
Like,
There's a lot of history on the East Coast for sure.
yes. Oh, I mean, it dates back from, if I'm
Yeah.
thinking about like
Yeah.
colonization stuff, which of course has a very dark history.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very interesting to explore that kind of stuff. I'm excited. Looking forward to that in the future. So you've got a full roster of projects.
Yeah.
Where do you find the time?
I just have too many ideas and I'm like, I wanna get this out.
Well, I'm glad that you're turning your ideas into reality
Yeah.
because that's the hardest part, I
That
think.
is the hardest part, yeah.
Yeah, that we've discussed. I think that seems to be a really
Yeah.
difficult thing to do.
I feel like as you keep going, like I'm 5 books in, I think.
Yes.
Um
Yeah,
I feel like as you keep going, it gets a little bit easier.
yep.
And then you're like, okay, maybe I can do a few more releases
Yeah.
than I did last year.
That's so encouraging to hear because there is a part of me that goes, oh, will it ever feel like easier?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean the jump from like I didn't publish, I don't know, it was that 5 years, I think.
Mm.
My first one came out in 2018. I didn't publish again until 2023. So
Yep.
there was like a lot I had to figure out
Yeah.
between those years.
Yeah.
But then I've been consistent the last 2. And I feel like it's been a lot easier than it has been before.
That's so good to hear. And I'm
Mhm.
very also excited that you have been consistent and also finding a bit of a rhythm and a
Yeah.
passion for it, like
There's definitely
producing.
rhythm.
Yeah. But you hear of people that maybe sometimes feel like they need to step away from the publishing
Yeah.
world because it's too much.
Which I feel like is totally valid too, because it does get to be a lot.
Yep.
You have to be online so much to like get yourself out there.
Mhm. So how do you find the motivation to keep going?
I don't know. I feel like just because I want to keep doing it.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep. Absolutely. You just do it. I think that there's like, you've got some, like, there's always a choice in life, but
Yeah.
if you choose just to keep going, there's nothing to lose.
I feel like I can't stop. I feel
Yep.
like I have so many ideas to just be like, well, I'm done with this.
Yep.
Time to find something else. But like, where are all the ideas in my phone gonna go? They're just gonna sit there forever.
You just feel it deep inside. It's the compulsion to do it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I should probably start to wrap up this episode for you because it has been, over an hour.
I've kept you for a while.
No, there's no stress for
I like
me.
to talk.
Me too. I'm a professional yapper, or whatever the term is. Love to yap. But no, I really appreciate all your insights that you've given into the world that you inhibit, with lots of romance, lots of paranormal and things like that. But I would love for you to let us all know, where can people find you on social media, and where can people purchase your books from? And are you going to any in-person events? I know that's a lot, but we'll get to
it. You can find me. Let's see, where am I? I'm on Instagram. I'm on Threads. I'm on TikTok.
Yep.
What else is there? Facebook. Kind of Blue Sky, but not as much.
Yeah.
I'm on Pinterest as well.
Pinterest. Everything.
Same username everywhere. I am marked with an M.
Marked with an M. Yes. Remember that. Yep. Yep.
But you can also probably just search Madeline Nixon and I'll come up.
Yeah. Yep. Easy. Yeah. That's how I found.
I also have my website. That's madelinenixon.com.
Perfect.
You can get all my like event info and all of my books there. And I have a newsletter on Substack.
Love Substack.
I think that's everywhere I am.
That's very what do you call it? Exhaustive. That's pretty much everything, isn't it?
I try.
Absolutely. I think that's one thing that you kind of have to do as an author. But no, that's awesome. So people can find you on all different mediums.
Oh yeah.
And as far as in-person events in the future, whereabouts are you going to be?
I am in Toronto next for like a little late book launch of Robin's.
Nice.
It's in November. I think I should check because
that's all good.
The wrong date.
No stress.
It is November 15th.
November 15th.
And it's at this really cute like horror thriller bookstore only in Toronto. It's called Little Ghost Books.
Little Ghost
Books.
So that is so cute. I have to go to Toronto.
They have like a giant skeleton in the back. They have really cute merch. They have like a hat with a ghost on it and a book. And I have that. But yeah, no, I'm there in November.
Yep.
Where you can get both of my ghost books. And then I'm also at a Christmas market at the end of November in Guelph. And I'm at Rose City Romance again in Windsor in April.
Wow, you've got a lot coming up. Busy. Yeah. The busy.
Booked and busy.
Booked and busy. That's how we want to be in this world. So that is super exciting. Well, with that, Madeline, I should say a massive, massive thank you for jumping on my show at a little bit of late notice, but I really appreciate it because you have such an interesting array of passions.
Yes, definitely.
that you get into.
I'm all over.
I love it. It's been such a pleasure chatting with you. So thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you for having me again.
You're welcome anytime. You're a friend of the show.